two nice ones there, Lee.
Yeah, man.
Here we are this morning. You know, it's first part of November. We should be in a deer stand, but we're actually bass fishing here in Madison County. We're on Lake Reunion, fishing with Lee Penton, legendary Lee Penton, what I've heard. So we're gonna see if we can catch some bass today. And you were kind of talking yesterday, we're gonna fish some boat docks and run some traps and crankbaits, or what are you thinking? Because I know the water temperature's a little cool.
Well, the probably gonna start out a little sluggish this morning. We're gonna try some plastics and try to yo-yo some rattle traps.
Okay.
And we'll see what happens.
I'm looking forward to it. That'll be a good day. The weather's perfect. It's gonna be sunny in the 70s, so fish ought to be biting as soon as it warms up. Let's get them.
Hunting yesterday, fishing today.
That's right.
I'm gonna probably throw a Cinco. And once it warms up good, I'm gonna probably start throwing a trap. I mean, I catch more fish burning the trap out here than anything, that and top water, but.
So some good bass in here, Lee?
Yeah. I'm gonna throw this Nico rig, starting out. I think we just let that warm up a little bit.
What is the water temperature?
Right at 60.
Yeah, I'm like upper 50s.
I'm gonna get that rattle trap and chunk. We'll go this other side too. I'm gonna try to catch him on Carolina rig though.
Back here?
Yeah, on the stand. I mean, normally I'm throwing a trap, but I just think with the water temperature being so low, I don't think they're gonna run something like that down. So whenever you're coming in off Union Parkway, this is pretty much what you see.
Ought to be some fish on these rocks warming up.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
You can get it hard too. See where I can get to the edge. That's one of them stripes.
Here you go.
Yeah, he smoked it. Nice fish.
We tend to catch the stripes on the shot on the flat and the largemouth on the
Drop off.
on the drop off on the deep banks.
I guarantee that's another stripe. Them suckers, they pull so good.
That's a good one.
A big one too.
I just had a bite too. One followed me right to the boat.
Followed you to the boat. Come here, buddy. There we go. If you like something that fights really good and pulls hard and they school up, this is the fish. They're a blast to catch.
Freshwater redfish.
Do what?
Freshwater redfish.
Exactly.
Getting ready to put a spook on. See if we can catch these stripes on top water in the middle of the day.
One hit it right here.
What's up with that singing rod, Lee?
It's one of these new Corrado DCs. It's got a, I guess some kind of chip in it or something that has, that causes some kind of magnetic control. I like them. I can cast a little bit further with them than I can some of the other ones, but you know, Dial's got a new one out too, and they're both pretty good.
The guys here at Reunion stocked in the striped fish, and Lee was talking about they like to eat crappie. And I grew up on the river and there's oxbow lakes, and so whenever the crappie are spawning in that shallow water, you'd always see these stripes in there swimming around eating a smaller crappie. And that's probably what they're doing in this lake, is you don't have enough people in here to crappie fish and keep enough, so they put the stripes in here to help regulate the numbers of crappie. But they're fun to catch too. Well, we were at Reunion and caught a few striped bass, but it's warmed up, it's middle of the day. We went and got some lunch there at the clubhouse, and so Lee has brought us to another spot here in Madison County, a little honey hole Lee's got. You can tell we pulled up through the back gate. So it's a little private lake here in Madison County, It's one of them spots that Lee says got plenty of fish, so we fixing to find out.
That's about average. But hey, it breaks the ice.
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin Meacham over here putting on clinic.
There we go, Scooter.
What was that on?
Worm.
Sweet.
He popped it too, boy. Oh yeah, Carolina rig?
Yeah, Carolina rig, man. Get the skunk off.
There you go.
Call them on a Carolina rig on a rage call. Only supposed to throw the rage call in the spring, but we happen to catch one in the fall.
Well, we were out here a while back and caught some fish, but just didn't catch a bunch of fish, so we rescheduled to come back another day. So here we are. We're in Madison County, and you know, it's that time of year where the fish are on the beds. They're in shallow water, so hopefully it should be good. It's a little windy today, but we got a good spot and a good plan, so let's go get them.
The fish ought to be bedded out here kind of around these cypress trees and other vegetation, and we're gonna go, and I guess we're gonna pull up to it, and I'm gonna put my poles down in the back and stabilize us in the wind, and I'm gonna try to pitch up underneath the cypress trees with these Senkos. These stick baits are really good at skipping, and I can get back in places where the fish are. The key is you want to have a silent entry where you throw your bait up on the bank and then basically just bring it back in the water real soft, especially
Okay.
when you're throwing the plastics. You know, with the rattle traps and spinner baits, it really doesn't matter,
Right.
but you still want to have, you know, you don't want to just throw up in a bed with a rattle trap or a spinner bait because you're going to spook them if you do that.
Get up in there.
See, you'll have to turn the boat so I can
There you go, I
can get in right.
Dang. See, one just swirled after mine. See right there? I threw right on a fish, right on the bank. Oh yeah. Good bass. There we go. First one of the day. That's what I'm talking about.
There we go. Look at that fish. She's full of eggs.
Mine too. Look at there. Two nice ones there, Lee.
Yeah, man.
Was it right on the bank, Lee?
Right on the bank.
Oh yeah.
Choked it too. Nice.
Yep. I'll take that. Another good Mississippi bass right there. I mean, just two bumps off the bank, bam. They're up tight on the bank. I got a weighted hook, sit right there, and then got a little June bug lizard because the water's pretty murky. So. Oh, you're right in the corner. Whoa. Another fat bass. Gone. There you go. Good fish.
Stroked it.
Hmm?
Said he stroked it.
Up in there tight, wasn't it?
Yeah, I had to get in there with the old backhand, man.
Oh, yeah, really nice.
About 3.5 pounds.
There you go. Another good one. There you go.
Well, here we go, Kevin.
Yeah. There it is. Hold on to it. Fish on for the lead.
Nice little knot.
Yeah. I got a little skillet. Well, we just looked at the radar and we're fixing to get wet. So we're gonna call it a day. Here in Madison County, Mississippi, been catching some largemouth up shallow, spawning this time of the year. So our good buddy Lee Penton. Thanks for the invite, Lee. We enjoyed it.
Man, it was a pleasure.
Do it again next time, huh?
Indeed.
Yeah, here we go, Mississippi Outdoors. See ya outdoors.
I just had a bite too. One followed me right to the boat.
Probably to the boat.